Dear students, in the last class we learnt about the problems on the basis of saponification of an ester. This is the problem. You have to show that the reaction is of the second order. When the given reaction is second order, the second order belongs to obey the equation. It means the K value should get a nearly constant value. Okay, and this is the problem. The K value we get a constant, nearly constant value. So this belongs to a second order reaction, and in that I gave a 3 problems. Okay, you have to work out. Then in today's class we learnt about the determination of order of a reaction using differential rate equation. Okay, differential rate equation. It means we have to determine the order of reaction by using differential rate equation. Okay, in the previous classes we learnt about for only the second order reaction. Here in this class we learnt about the order of reaction. It might be a 0, first order, whatever it may be, we have to calculate by using this equation. Okay, here in this method is based upon the fact that the rate of a reaction of the nth order ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಇಂದ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. nth ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಈಸ್ proportional to the nth power of its concentration. Okay, ಅಂತಂದರೆ this method is mainly based upon the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction means rate of reaction. In the last classes we learnt about dx by dt. This is called it as rate. Okay, this will be nth order. This should be proportional to the nth power of the concentration. Is directly proportional to the nth power of concentration. Here C is the concentration, n means 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever it may be. Okay, and in that here we are using concentration. So this x is removed by C. ಇಲ್ಲಿ C ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? Here we are using concentration because by integrating the substances, the integrating power should be, it means integrating molecule should be same. Okay, here we are using concentration, so that's why in place of x I am using C, and dt is equal to k. K is the proportionality constant or a rate constant. Okay, and then C to the power of n. Okay, and in that by knowing the two different conditions, it means at two different conditions, okay, we have a two different concentration, two different concentration. First one is minus dC1 by dt is equal to k into C1 whole to the power of n. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು dC by dt is equal to k into Cn. Okay, here we are using negative sign. You have to know about that. For a rate, by writing a rate of reaction in the forward basis, we have to use a negative sign. You have to learn in your previous classes chemical kinetics. Okay, forward cases. Okay, forward reactionally we have to use a negative sign, and then minus dC1 by dt is equal to R1. Okay, so R1 is equal to k into C1. R1 is equal to k into C1 whole to the power of n. Then minus dC2 by dt for two different conditions, okay, is equal to k into C2 whole to the power of n. So minus dC2 by dt is equal to R2. So therefore R2 is equal to k into C2 whole to the power of n. This is the main equation. Okay, for two different condition. Here I am using negative sign because of forward reaction, and then you have to write R1 by R2 is equal to k into C1 whole to the power of n divided by k into C2 whole to the power of n. Okay, k gets cancelled, and then R1 by R2 is equal to C1 by C2 whole to the power of n. ಬರ್ಕೋಬೋದಾ ಈ ಥರ? ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎನ್ನ ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಹೋಲ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ log on both side, log on both side. Okay, and in that log R1 by R2 is equal to log of C1 by C2 whole to the power of n. This will be here, this will be the log m by n is equal to log m minus log n, and this will be the log m to the power of n is equal to n log m. Okay, so then in the place of m R1 is there, in the place of n R2 is there. So then in the place of m C1 by C2 is there, in the place of n is there. Okay, by rearranging this equation, log R1 minus log R2 ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಥರ ಬರ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದನ್ನು log R1 by R2 is equal to n into log C1 by C2. Okay, again this will be right like this. Okay, so then log R1 minus log R2 is equal to n into log C1 minus log C2. Okay, here we are calculating about order of the reaction. Here n is the order of reaction, so then n is equal to, this will be comes to here in the denominator, so then log R1 minus log R2 divided by log C1 minus log C2. Okay, this is the equation. Here we have to calculate the order n. N is the order of the reaction. We have to calculate the n, so we require to know the values of R1 and R2 and C1 and C2. Here concentration of the reactant may be plotted against time, and rate at any concentration may be found from the slope of the tangent. Okay, it means that should be found in the slope of the tangent. Okay, by knowing the concentration we have to plot a graph. Reactant ಅಂತಂದರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟು, ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಟೈಮು ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯಿತಾ. ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಈ ಥರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಟೈಮ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಈ ಥರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರುವಂಥ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನೇ C1 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ C2 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇನು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಆಯಿತಾ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್ ಹೌ ಟು ನೋ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ to know the determination of order of reaction using differential rate equation. Here this is the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the nth power of its concentration. At two different concentration we write this is the derivation. Okay, and this is the equation. Then we move on to the next one is off-life period method. It means by using off-life period, you know that T off is equal to what? A, 1 by A. Okay, it is inversely proportional to A. So then this method, by using this off-life period method to determine order of a reaction. Okay, by using off-life method we have to calculate the order of reaction. Here in general we can say that T off is directly proportional to the 1 divided by 8 to the power of n minus 1. Here we are using n because order of reaction. Okay, it might be a 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever it may be. Okay, n is order of reaction. Okay, then the time taken for the reaction to be completed for half of the reaction, it means the time taken for half of the reaction to be completed is called off-life. Okay, ಅಂತಂದರೆ we need a time to complete the half of the reaction. That time is called as a off-life period, and it is represented by T of, okay. And here for two different initial concentration at two different initial concentration, okay. Here T of for 1 is inversely proportional to the initial concentration of AN whole to the power of n minus 1, okay. Second one is T of 2 is inversely proportional to the 1 divided by A2 whole to the power of n minus 1, okay. This is the second one. So then dividing one equation by other, dividing one equation, it means T of 1 divided by T of 2, okay. Then T of 1 divided by T of 2 is equal to 1 divided by A1 whole to the power of n minus 1 divided by A2, 1 divided by A2 into whole to the power of n minus 1. This is the equation. Here you have to observe this will be goes numerator and this will becomes in the denominator. So T of 1 divided by T of 2 is equal to A2 whole to the power of n minus 1 divided by A1 whole to the power of n minus 1, okay. By taking a n minus 1 as common, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ 1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ A1 ಮೈನಸ್ 1, ಆಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಇದು ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಇದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟು A2 n minus 1 divided by 1, okay. Then T of 1 divided by T of 2 is equal to A2 by A1 whole to the power of n minus 1, okay. This is, and then take log on both side. Here same as it is, log T1 of into 1 divided by T1 of into 2 is equal to log of A2 divided by A1 into whole to the power of n minus 1, same as it is in the last cases. Log m by n is equal to log m whole to the power of n, and also it will be log m by n is also applied. So then the equation is, you have to write log, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, T of 1 divided by T of 2, okay, is equal to log of A2 by A1 whole to the power of n minus 1, okay. Here by applying log m by n, log m minus n, log T of 1 minus of log of t of 2, okay, is equal to log m to the power of n. So then n log m, it means n minus 1 into log a2 by a1. After that you have to write again log t of 1 minus log t of 2 is equal to n minus 1. Again you have to write log m by n. It means log m minus log n, that is log a2 minus log a1. So then we need a n. It means n is the order of reaction. So then this on simplification you have to write first. This will be comes in the denominator. So then n minus 1 is equal to log t of 1 minus log t of 2 divided by log a2 minus log a1. So then we need only n. Here minus 1 is there, this minus 1 will goes here, so it gets plus 1. So order of the reaction n is equal to 1 plus log t1 of into 1 minus log t1 of into 2 divided by log a2 minus log a1. Okay, this is the equation to calculate order of reaction by using half life period. ಹಾಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1/a to the power of n minus 1. Okay, here you have to take in the two different initial concentration by applying like a last derivation, nth order of the reaction by using differential reaction. Here also same as it is. Up to this there will be different, and we have to apply log on both sides and we get n value. Okay, this is all about the to calculate the order of reaction by using half life period and differential rate equation.